Hello. Today at CivicNet we have some 20 youngsters who are in Armenia for about a week to participate in a youth in action program, in a youth exchange. And today I'm talking with Stefan from Switzerland and with Eka from Georgia to ask about their impressions about the project and about the general impact of the project. So Stefan, what brings you to Armenia?
We were looking for a partnership to implement a youth in action project, and we wanted to discover a for us completely unknown country. We were starting an advertisement in the internet and we found a partner group from Yerevan. We wanted not only to make new friends to a Caucasus country, but also to discover a Christian and safe country where we can develop a good project. In 2011 we had a project about participation of young people with Armenia, Switzerland and Slovakia, where we were comparing the situation of life in different areas such as education, such as politics, but also we were comparing and contrasting the possibility that young people have in their free time. In the blocks of politics we recognize the importance of the press and that the votators have a chance to get informed in order to participate in an active manner. And we decided to continue the good bilateral relationship between the MNU's Parliament from Switzerland and the Meliora NGO from Yerevan, and we wanted to implement a project about medias. And that's how we came to Armenia once again.
Great. What was the project mainly about?
It was about civic journalism, especially for young people who will be actively involved. Yeah, I guess it's for everyone it's interesting topic, but from Caucasus people it's more important because we have a lot of problems in media.
Such as?
Have a lack of professionalism, freedom of speech and not balanced information and control over government of our TV stations.
Are you a journalist yourself?
No, but I'm working in Internews Georgia. The main goal is to develop free media and media professionals.
Great. How long was the project and what were the main activities?
The project was about 7 days. We were based in Dilijan and we had different workshops in the conference room and we were talking about the role of the press, about the situation in different countries, but we also invited specialists from the medias in Armenia, and beside that we also had some practical exercises. For example, we went walking in the area of Las Diver, and then we wanted to show the participation, how the personal perception might change under physical pressure. And it was impressive for them to see how they see a situation, how they write about the situation after a 5 hours walk.
How big is the Georgian group and the general group?
So we are Georgians 6 people. The youngest is under age 17 and the biggest one is me, like a leader. So it's like mostly it's from 21 till 25 and one under the age.
During the project, what do you remember the most? Which activity?
Presentations that were really interesting because we were all wondering what's going on in media situations and issues in other countries. So it was really interesting, and we get jealous about European people because they have more easy stuff to deal with them. But like in Caucasus, it's like we have a lot of stuff to do in media in Georgia. We know it, but somehow we try to do it, but like it's not easy. It needs time.
Where should it start? Is it higher up or from?
Petty stuff is that we started it during the Rose Revolution for several years. Okay, 2 or 3. It was going okay, but now we are going back and it's a pity. So we are waiting to start again new way of media development.
Okay. Where does the money come from? How do you find money to finance this project in Armenia?
The project Civic Journalism, the Meet, the Reality and the Unknown was supported by an EU grant from the Youth in Action program. The Youth in Action program fosters youth participation, intercultural exchanges and active participation of young people between Europe, but also between Europe and Caucasus states.
Did you have guest speakers during the presentations?
We had two professionals, one from Georgian and Swiss Armenia and one from CivilNet, and it was really good and challenging, and like it's always good when you have a professional, and they told about their experience. And
the whole group, 30 people, around 30 people, were they mostly journalists who have experience or just people interested in media, especially in civic?
In my group it was mixed up. Just who were just interesting, and just like I had only two linked people to the media and one professional. From these two, one was professional, another one just worked like writing something.
What are the main and important outcomes of such projects?
In Youth in Action project, we are working on different levels. First, we have an intercultural level, and I think this is the most valuable outcome for the participants, because we got in contact with different cultures, we made new friends, we hopefully will stay in contact and can build up other relations, and this is the most valuable outcome, to see how young people live in another country, not only to see the food and to taste the drinks and listen to the music, but also to go deeper into cultural aspects such as attitudes and values. The second aspect we were working on was the topic itself, and I think the most important outcome was that young people get a chance to get a voice, but they must work on, they have to try hard, and sometimes it's better to progress in small steps and working with compromises than just trying to get 100% or even more and failing.
How hard was it to work in intercultural setting, having people from 4 different countries, 4 different nationalities?
Yeah, for me it's not first time, and for my group some of them like were first time, but it's like, you know, it's like really amazing, but it comes itself, that mutual understanding, and we got no problem with cultural stuff. If there was some strange, we just like, it's a cultural difference, and it's all. So it doesn't makes any problem for us. So we mix it up quite well and like build a huge friendship, I guess, and connection as well. So they already started to plan to make some projects to link again. So it's
follow-ups. During your stay in Dilijan, did you get a chance to meet up with locals, and what was their reaction seeing a group of internationals in Dilijan doing something related to non-formal education, media?
We met some Armenians that were also participating in a similar camp, also in a non-formal education camp, and they were delighted of what we are doing, that we are talking about such a difficult and a complex issue, and they were encouraged also to participate in a similar project.
Thank you very much. Follow CivilNet. Thank you.